Let's go. The Boston court is in turmoil. A code red alert has been issued, which means a major crisis has occurred. Laisha, and Caleb are summoned by the prince. Let me get my stuff up. Now live on our channel, Vampire Swansong Part 1, Masquerade, Shmasquerade. Let's go anger the Vampire Authority. Get my stuff up so I get my chat rolling. Because I have not played this before. I am intimately familiar with the Vampire the Masquerade setting, but I haven't played this game, so let's figure it out who Laisha, and Caleb are, and what's up with Boston. A place that I have never been, so I don't know how accurate this is going to be. Dude. So I have a cat who's very demanding of my attention. My guy, come on. Settle in. September 4th, 2019. Come on, you can do it, chat. I believe in you. Hey, look at this. Here we go. Sure, let's do it. Vampires walk among us. Unknowing, we've built their cities, fought their wars, and sated their hunger. For centuries, these creatures have organized into rival sects, the largest of which is the Camarilla. In its domains, Camarilla courts enforce the Masquerade, a global conspiracy hiding the existence of vampires from the mortal world. Breaking the Masquerade is punishable by final death. In Boston, vampire factions have long been at each other's throats. That's where the blood is! After much conflict, Hazel Iverson, the new prince, has sealed a fragile pact with a group of blood sorcerers, known as the Hartford Chantry. Oh, yeah, because trusting the Tremere has always worked well for everybody. This alliance will not only provide stability to the domain, but will hand the prince the blood trade, the trafficking of blood and mortal victims that serves the needs of the vampire elite. Tonight, the undead will celebrate. Necon. I don't know what that is. Nacon? Is that the company?
I'll just get this going. There. Ready. We're all set. Now, to begin, tell me, what do you see?
I don't know.
All right, guys, let's get weird with it.
Try this. Focus on your vision.
Yep. Mostly blood. Some,
No, it's too late. It's too late now.
So I guess we're playing a Malkavian. That's a heck of an intro. Let's go.
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here.
I don't trust that little kid. This isn't my first time playing a Malkavian character.
We've got a problem.
call them back.
All right, so Prince Iverson is our one with the tattoo. Alice Bosley is our probably a seneschal. It's this swarthy fellow.
What's going on?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
Okay, he's another one of our protagonists, Caleb.
Come on.
I think this must be Emam, our last one.
Calm down.
Yeah, Emam.
Maybe it has nothing to do with the party.
You know
A
full well I
Toreador.
was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck! Damn it! It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it! This has gotta be bad, MM.
Ooh, okay. So in dialogue, some answers require the use of your skills. Your skill level is compared to that of your opponent. The higher rating wins. Using a skill consumes willpower. Okay. So I could use psychology and say she has nothing to hide. Or I could try using persuasion and beef it. So let's use the one that will win. Interesting tutorial.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
Oh, we're diving right into the political structures.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. A clean house.
What's going on with your hair there, Mem? You doing good?
Did you say this is the first code red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Okay, we're going to pause right here. Throughout this, I might stop in and drop little lore bombs or speculations based on what I know of Vampire the Masquerade and the current system. The fall of London, I want to say, happened in late 2018 when vampire hunters sponsored by several world governments working in unison and the Roman Catholic Church killed every vampire in London and also took out the Tremere power structure at their head chantry in Vienna. So both groups are kind of reeling. London was a big deal in the modern nights, so good to see that they've taken this into consideration.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And everyone runs to shelter at the nearest safe house. For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
So what does we clean house mean?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
So straight up just burning the lives that we have led.
We leave everything behind and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in this city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
They will light you on fire, MM.
I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be alright?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool and it'll be fine.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince?
Ooh. All right, let's take a look at our MM Lewis, Men of Bronze, born in her date of embrace is 1929. She's a 12th generation, so 12 steps removed from Cain, the first vampire of myth and legend. Her sire is Hilda McAndrews. She's a founder of the Black Rattlers. Born in Harlem in 1901, MM grew up in a family of poor African American performers. Her father Mason was a musician by night and window washer by day. Her mother Clara sang when she was not taking care of her 4 children. When he was drafted in 1917, Mem's father enlisted in the 15th Regiment of the New York National Guard, the Harlem Hellfighters, and participated in the liberation of France. He joined a jazz band in his unit that became a phenomenal success after the war ended. Pathé Studios had them record an album which would become the first jazz record to be played non-stop on French phonographs. Following this success, Mason decided to bring his family to Paris and to make a living playing his music in the jazz clubs that were beginning to sprout up throughout the capital. Paris. MM was 17 years old and was a dancer. She spent her time with the elite who had come to listen to her father, and it took little time for her to get noticed. She discovered the Folies Bergère in their international shows. She auditioned for it and passed with flying colors. For an odd jobs backstage to subbing in for other performers, she proved herself and became a headline act at just 21 years old. Her burlesque stripping act took Paris by storm, making her extremely popular, and then began traveling through Europe, dancing to packed houses in the hottest cabarets. MM was young, beautiful, and radiant. Her life was the night as the champagne and money flowed. She was determined and alluring, the embodiment of a free and independent woman of the early 20th century. She had a fiery temperament that soon attracted the attention of Europe's divas. To Die in Your Arms, December 1923. MM performed 8 times at the Vienna Carl Theater. On the first night, she was introduced to Hilda McAndrews by the theater director outside her dressing room. MM was immediately captivated by this mysterious aristocrat who attended each of her performances. They spent the night that followed in bars, exchanging stories about their lives and their art, their passions and their struggles. Hilda was cultured, charismatic, and politically engaged in the suffragette movement and the women's artistic community. MM, to her surprise, fell under her spell and gave in to this irresistible attraction. A passionate relationship formed right away between the two women, who became inseparable. Hilda confided in MM and told her about her vampiric nature over the course of the next 3 years. For their love to endure, but also seduced by the promise of eternal youth, MM asked to be sired right away. It would take yet another 3 years, however, before Hilda managed to get the local prince to agree to it. The prince feared that the young woman's notoriety could be a danger to the masquerade. With the prince's blessing at last, Hilda threw a spectacular celebration in honor of her companion, whom she would embrace at the end of this memorable evening. Having lived in Vienna since their meeting at the Carl Theater, Hilda and MM left Austria in 1934 for Paris, then Bordeaux. Alas, France's surrender in 1940 forced the couple to reconsider their plans. With the help of her contacts in London, Hilda managed to negotiate a crossing to Boston, her hometown. Though hesitant at first, the city's Malkavian prince, Quentin King, finally granted them asylum. MM and Hilda were introduced to the court where 50 years of intrigue would bring their passion to its inevitable end. Ooh. I'm guessing we're going to have to go through all of these as well. So let's see. Our main characters, we'll just do them as they come up. So First Herald, 12th generation Toreador, embraced in 99 by Robert S. Ziegler. Born in 70 in the Boston Bay Village neighborhood, studied fashion in New York, leaving to train with prestigious fashion houses across Europe. Upon her return to Boston in 98, she found her own house of high fashion, unique anti-conformist elegance, soon drew the attention of the divas of Boston. They naturally invited April into their social circle, where she found herself intoxicated by their charm. April found an inexhaustible source of inspiration in the members of the Clan of the Rose. One member of the clan was a well-known art collector whom April met and became enamored with. Their boundless passion pushed her to accept an embrace she understood nothing about after only a few months. So she was embraced quick, as opposed to a Mem, who had some time to kind of marinate on it. Let's see. However, quickly lost interest in her after pride of flaunting his conquest in the most fashionable spots of Boston. So Sire's a douchebag. Meets Hazel the Liverson, a kindred whose embrace and abandonment by her sire reminded April of her own circumstances. April admired Hazel for the way she was able to turn the situation to her advantage. Okay, so the prince kind of vibes with her whole embrace story. Got it.
I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened,
Dun dun dun.
I'll hold you personally responsible.
Running real hot and cold, lady. Vampires have supernatural abilities usually inherited from their clans. Disciplines. Not all disciplines are available to all vampires. Right. Okay, using a discipline generates hunger. A hunger has a value that cannot be exceeded. This limits a vampire's use of their powers. Alright. So I can try backing Journey up, or I can take a little bit of hunger and use presence. Let's do it. Ooh, boo.
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
Amen. My dear Amen. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
Tell me about the Hartford Chantry. Sick. While New England certainly isn't lacking in vampire strongholds, the Hartford Chantry is the most famous. Tremere Haven. Hey, no problem, man. You can always go back and watch. It's mostly going to be me reading a bunch of like text entries. So, yeah. A direct rival to the Salem Chantry, Hartford has held its own for several centuries, during which it was subject to infighting, enemy attacks, and turf wars. Its influence, which fluctuated over years, has greatly increased under the reign of John Rice, who led the domain until 2014. His successor, Deneb Osborne, seems intent on maintaining the same momentum in the years to come, as demonstrated by the recent detente between Hartford and Boston. All right. Dope. As more of these get introduced, we'll mess around with them.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you.
Trait
Now,
gained.
I don't want to hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I just got here.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
I like the idea of these dangerous creatures of the night. You know, also kind of traits are positive or negative qualities. Okay, only revealed once they have been earned. All right. -10 to the next experience cost for the mental attribute. Ooh. Neat. I love the idea of like these vampires having to do a little mincy walk down the stairs because they had to wear their fancy heels, and they're terrible for this kind of floor.
Welcome.
What up,
Can I
guys?
help you? Can I help you with something?
Just walking around, I guess. Ooh, elegant party simulator. Now, why are the vampires not the ones wearing masks, but the humans are?
Who's she, Caleb?
Emem Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
All right, so our boy Galeb is a Ventru who is tutoring his ghoul. Maybe she's a prospective child. That's cool.
Under ordinary circumstances, there would be more of us here.
Is it because of the Code Red?
Could be. We should have all been at that party. But a Code Red is a Code Red. No one can leave. I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you
Ooh.
mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well.
Yeah, maybe don't mention it to him.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
Nothing worse than getting strung along.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood.
Is he a real shark? I don't know.
Tread lightly. He's a member of the Primogen.
They're the check to the prince's power.
The check and balance. They backed Hazel when she rose to power after Quentin King. They'd hoped to control her.
What? Things didn't go as planned?
I just have a feeling.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky vampires.
Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But...
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM. I won't let her get away with this.
All right. Calm down, Dijon.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
What happened at this party?
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I have
Dang.
my child. No one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dijon.
What? Oh, come on, Hilda. She needs to grow up.
leave us.
Uh-oh, Mommy's a part of the Primogen Council.
I don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
So apparently
Still
things are
haven't
not
been
going
You're
on.
always getting in
Things
my
are not going well with our
Lower
sire.
your voice. People are staring.
So a bad breakup. Focus allows you to temporarily increase a skill by 1 or 2 more levels, the more willpower it costs. And you cannot do that. Okay, I could focus, yeah. Focus rhetoric. Okay, so I can focus that and make sure that I win. I cannot focus intimidation. Quick catch up. Apparently something bad happened in at a party, a soiree held by Boston's local kindred, and everybody's on high alert and lockdown, and we're trying to figure it out from there. We're still meeting our characters. I am currently in the role of Emem Lewis, an Ancilla Toreador, who is having a rhetorical argument with her sire, and I'm learning about the focus mechanic to do so. So let's give this a shot. Womp womp, she can focus too.
Code Red is all about. You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
So don't nobody know nothing.
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets,
You know,
errands,
a sun boy.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen. As if now
All right,
the ideal
hang tight, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta go attend to a dog.
Do you know why?
My best guess
Watch
is
the
that
politics
she
for me.
wanted to
Tell me
help
what I
you on
miss.
the journey, of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry.
What about Jara? I haven't seen her.
Councillor Drury is not here, nor is Dr. Dunham. Mr. Leto's teams are trying to reach them, but...
Nobody's answering?
no.
You're completely overwhelmed by the situation. April will have some explaining to do.
Okay. All right, so I assume that things didn't go well with our sire.
They've all got such long faces.
Let's go chatter with some people. Hey, what's up, guy?
We haven't seen you here in ages now, have we?
Let's holster our weapons. I'm only here because of that goddamn Code Red.
Blunt and to the point, as usual.
With a bit of luck, your suffering will be over soon.
How's business these days?
Why?
I don't trust this guy.
Don't tempt me.
Opponent focus 20%. I don't have enough rhetoric for that. Ooh, no, we're not going to burn it on this.
I'm shocked to think you put so much as a penny into one of my clubs. They don't bring in enough for your taste, Barrel.
You're right. I'm not interested in them. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. I'm waiting for Caleb.
Simp. What about you? Who are you?
Hey, Abby.
Hey,
Abigail Nurmi.
Abby, do you know what's going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Please? I feel like I've been plopped down in the middle of a minefield.
Or in a video game tutorial.
Rumors about how this is all her fault. Did you know that Jay was in charge of the party?
Shit. I bet she's gonna take the fall for whatever happened.
I don't think she's involved, but we've got to be on our guard.
Involved with what, though? With how?
Shitty night, huh?
Is there a problem?
No, you're a problem.
Sorry, that's not possible.
Okay. Maybe this other side, or am I just pacing? I bet I missed the one dialogue prompt where it's like, go to the elevator, you idiot.
Can't come through here.
That's the hallway I came in on. Elevator it is. Housewares, floor 4.
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
Uh-oh. This doesn't look like the Princess Summons. This is a big syringe. I have been in worse hospitals. Less floaty. But maybe slightly more welcoming. Leisha, our Malkavian, our unstable seer.
Penny for your thought?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
Whoa.
Going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you.
Mom has a little trouble sometimes. Remember?
I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
Well, this is probably going to be bad.
It seemed like an eternity without you.
I missed you too, Mom.
Yo, that kid is a ghost.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So, what do we do now?
I was told to wait here because Hazel wants to see us.
There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide. Because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on.
Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
Leisha. It's been a while. Hey, MM. When did you get out? Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That, or she's a major drama queen.
You shouldn't make light of the situation. Believe me. There aren't many of us who have experienced a Code Red.
Isn't this Boston's first Code Red?
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
Siaka jumped down my throat. Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me? No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get.
What help have
even
we
from
been
the most
offered?
Unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
Oh, I get it. I'm kind of a bitch.
is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
Nah, this time it's different.
We're all in danger. When I awoke, I sensed a threat everywhere, all around us. I've never felt anything like it.
Please, explain.
It was as if we were all going to disappear into chaos. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Uh-oh.
Ladies, sir, the prince shall see you now.
MM Lewis. Okay, I can choose a profile. Wow. All right. Investigator, profile, veteran, or no pre-attributed points. Let's make her the jack of all trades. We've got rhetoric, intimidation, persuasion, and psychology, security and technology for our exploration, and deduction for our knowledge. All right, I'm down with that. R1, our discipline. No available experience, but we want to get that celerity up. Presence will probably be really useful for her as well. 45 XP, woof. Take a look at this veteran one real quick. 5 available, there'd be less. I couldn't buy any of that. Jack of all trade. Okay, cancel all hold disciplines, great. Hold to apply. Cool. Menus. Nailed it.
Hazel. Delson.
Come in, MM. I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for
Walking
work.
through a video game tutorial.
You weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies.
Yeah, but
We'll
they're
have to
like
increase our diplomatic efforts with the
they're
world.
Tremere. Their opinion
Send
doesn't
new
count. They're not
emissaries to
people.
Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to. We bring Journey to me.
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
What happened at this party?
She hasn't done anything. Hazel.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that. I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do.
It's a kicky little onesie she's got on. Apparently do not have, can I bump this with? No, I can't bump.
The Camarilla has
I don't know about it.
Challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
Sounds
What?
awful.
You've always taken care of your community, MM, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
I think we say that we need to think about it. We don't like any of these people. We don't want to hang out with them.
To think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, MM. I know you'll be up to it. But we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in you, MM. Do not fail me.
You can count on me. What the hell is going on?
Good question. Gonna have to dive into this codex. I don't know. It's a little bit strange because like a part of the models are very clearly meant to be showing like subtle facial conversations.
Hey, I'd like some refreshment.
You know, like
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
Displeasure or suspicion or subtle facial emotions.
Serve yourself. But try not to damage.
But a lot of the times it just kind of looks robotic and stilted. Like, it's kind of pretty heavily uncanny valleyed.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
Alright, safe zone is a place where no one can see you feed. Only one prey may be spent to a safe zone at a time.
No news from anyone.
Oh.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around. Exactly. We've got to keep our wits about us. Got it?
Everything's fine. Oh, excuse me, mademoiselle.
Do you need me?
You guys aren't wearing masks. What's up?
Ma'am.
So I guess that's how we do it?
Do you want us to...
Yeah, come on. What about you, big guy?
Sorry, I'm a little out of it.
Well...
Did you need something?
Yeah, assumptively I need someone's blood. Prey will naturally be revealed as you approach them. Okay. Okay, so I have to find the zone first and then figure out where to take them. Sorry, he's a little bit out of it.
Hi.
Come with me. There.
Yes.
Put the whammy on him. It's like a feeding minigame? Fang stuff. When vampires use their powers to charm or subdue their prey and satisfy their hunger when feeding on prey, you can control the amount of blood you take. Press and hold the button. Okay, so kept, bite, great. Do not kill. I think she'll be fine. Right, that's just a quick little sip. Took a lot of points of blood, but sure she'll be fine. Resonance, okay, great. You good? But look at the. Do I gain more hunger as I use my disciplines, or do I?
Where are you hiding?
I don't know. I'll take it. Like, I could get those last two little points.
Jay.
Ooh. Auspex. Nice. Yeah, I'll track that for 2 with Auspex. Oh, neat.
Where did you go, Jay?
Alright, so she went this way. Someone in here talking shit about the Nosferatu.
Underwood and Fang. Bazor's ears must be burning.
She went to the archives. Okay, read note. You need to contact Lazarus, not me. Thank you, April. Let's try to bypass that lock.
Jay, what were you doing in the archives?
What is around here? Last items borrowed. George Rory borrowed some stuff about the Hartford Unification Party. I'm sure all of this will come back into sharp contextual focus later. Pretty swanky archives, pretty useful. What were you looking at, though?
File about a party from a few
Confidential file. Solstice party. At the request of our Prince, Quentin King, the winter solstice will be celebrated at his home on the 21st of December for the entire night. At his behest, the celebration will be inspired by the masquerades in the European pagan calendar. Invitation message approved by our Prince, your esteemed Prince of Boston. Quentin King does you the distinct honor of inviting you to the winter solstice celebration at his home, inspired by pagan masquerades. Okay, refusal is not an option. The safety of N+1s is not guaranteed. You are expected.
Page 3 was torn out. There are traces of blue ink on page 2.
The mystery commences.
Page 3 was torn out. There are traces of blue ink on page 2.
Let's do it. Page 3 was torn out. Now we're tracking her perfume and the ink. So here's where this diverged. Somebody else.
I smell gossip.
Ooh. Read note.
This page was torn out. It seems like it's a match to the file from the archives. Abigail must have done it. But why?
I need your help. Meet me as soon as possible in an alcove. Ooh.
Battery's dead.
Consult pager. Abby, can you confirm that it's safe to come to Averson's? Keltum Handon says I'm looking for you everywhere. Let's take a look here. At Iverson's request, Mr. J. Moore's annual audit. Finances, baby! Alright. J. Moore and Underwood seem to be in some cahoots. Doing some, shall we say, city planning. There's Katoom Handum.
This can't be happening.
I swear.
I've already got Auspex up, so.
Standing there, playing me for a sucker, pretending she just happened to be in the archives.
And what did you say to her?
I played dumb. I said, "As you like, Miss Abigail Newman," and I left.
What did she take?
A page from a file about an old party that she tore out.
But why would she
Gasp.
do that? Why now?
I wonder.
So Abigail and Journey are in cahoots. Grunge, not dead. Kind of dead. Still waiting for that paper.
This is the connection between the note written in blue marker and the file she asked for. Journey asked Abigail to meet her in an alcove at the bar. Abigail, we've got to talk.
Okay. I just took a club business card. Guest list for the unification party. That's a lot of vampires. So if Journey was planning the party and something at the party went amiss, why haven't we found out more about that yet? Okay, Journey. Where'd you go? Yo, I am running low on my willpower.
Oh, you again. What do you want?
Bosley. Just gonna look at your notes real quick. You're good? Great, great. Meeting with Mr. Underwood. Monthly minutes. So much of this is just like built to be noise around the signal, right? And honestly, I really respect that.
Bosley's looking for answers.
I really like that this game throws so much information at you that you're lacking context to know exactly what's going on. Anyway,
April.
Jacques, April.
You can't let her out of your sight for 2 seconds.
The prince sent me to get her.
I can't discuss that with you.
I could focus my psychology, but I don't have I don't have enough willpower.
Not that I think in a million years this is what happened, but what if Jay messed up somehow? What would happen to her?
Depends on the mistake. And how bad the consequences were. At best, the prince will be mad. At worst,
destruction?
Yeah, there's a good chance of that.
We don't like the good chance.
You can tell me. My lips are sealed.
The only way I can make sure you don't talk is to keep my own lips sealed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fine. I won't insist. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Yeah, sure.
What attitude? It's a good thing I was careful earlier.
Woof. Okay, so this is where that trail goes. Words were said. And she went this way.
Took the elevator to get here.
So is this just showing me the new way? Was I supposed to meet her back at the alcove in the bar? Where's her perfume leading now? Not that way, it looks like. Alright. Let's follow this again. Boom! Walked in this way. We did the thing. She went in here, talked with Abby. Went in here, went into her office, read the message that was delivered from Abigail Nuri. Right, there we go. And back from the archives from there. What's up?
Fang.
How's it going, Fang?
Good evening, Miss Lewis. Call me a ma'am, please. Did you come with Caleb?
Yes, but he's so very busy.
You didn't happen to see Journey, did you?
I'm sorry. I don't know everyone's names yet.
Poor little ghoul. Alright, and then she went this way, meandered around the crowd. And met Abigail in the alcove.
The trail ends there.
Right.
Where could she have gone after that?
I mean, clearly in there. Now, what was all that for?
Oh, Caius will hear about this.
Oh, what are you on about, dude?
I didn't think I'd see you again so soon. Did you want something, perhaps?
You haven't seen Journey, have you?
She's not here. It would be a shame if you've showed up too late.
You
I don't got the willpower to argue with this guy.
I don't have time for this.
If you say so. The pleasure was mine, ma'am. Say hello to your sire for me.
Great. Morris, Journey, what's up?
I'm looking for Jade. I know you've seen her recently. Do you know where she is?
What are you talking about? I never...
I found her note. You were supposed to meet at the bar. Why are you lying to me?
You went through my stuff?
Is that all you're worried about?
No. It wasn't personal. Journey was in a panic. She asked me for the pass to get into Jar's apartment.
There we go, we found it.
Only that she was looking for evidence. I didn't really get it. Let's keep this between us, alright? April's got other fish to fry.
I'll see about that.
Fish
I'm
fry.
going to find her. Jara's apartment. That's on the Primogen floor. What was Jade looking for up there?
I gotta get to another elevator.
sir.
Ding? Do I gotta talk to this Tremere dude? Alright, what's up, boat shorts?
I'm sorry about before. I'm just a little edgy tonight.
I know. This isn't the first time we've gotten in a fight over nothing. Your child, Imani. She was there. Still no news?
No. Radio silence.
And Hazel refuses to talk to me.
I spent months kowtowing to those Hartford assholes for this agreement. If she has the info, now's not the time to hold it back.
It's like 2 different mixing sessions.
How well do you know them?
Well enough. I won't let things end like that.
I'm looking for Journey. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. I assume you've already tried her office?
You told me you knew the Hartford Warlocks well.
Yeah, some of them.
As much as you can know the Tremere.
Deneb. He was supposed to replace me on the council.
You're leaving us?
Not really. It's part of the agreement with the Chantry. Deneb and I were supposed to switch places.
Why was Hazel doing business with them?
She had plans for the blood market in the region. We were meant to be in charge of supplying high-quality blood.
Economists!
They were supposed to take care of stabilizing it, or try at least.
That's nuts. Has anyone ever tried it before?
Never. That's why I'm worried. I don't give a shit about Hartford, but this project is really important.
I understand. Well, I'll leave you to it. I've got to find Jay.
If I see Journey, I'll tell her you're looking for her.
Alright. Slightly different mood there. There was another elevator back here that did the Primogen floor. Right? I wish there was something more than a... like a sachet seductively. There's not a run button. There is a walk sassily upstairs and consider my next clever bon mot button, but not one for running. Gauche. Jara Drury and Dajan Siaka's apartments. Beryl Underwood, Richard Dunham, and Hildur McAndrews' apartments. I personally think it's a terrible idea if you're a vampire.
My shadow.
To have your name on anything. The first kindred in Boston was Madeline Coventry, a Tremere elder from the Winchester Chantry in 1635. Shortly after that, the Bluebloods settled in the city and ruled the entire Massachusetts colony. After driving out the Thaumaturges, the Bruja, Gangrel, and Malkav families took control of the city during the American Revolution in 1783. Much confusion regarding the distribution of power, and the Tremere returned the city and created the Boston Chantry. This was also a time when the Sabbat, active in Maine, began to attack Camarilla settlements throughout the Boston area. The Tremere Chantries of Boston and Salem competed for dominance for almost half a century before the Salem colony was overtaken by the Sabbat in 1831. Children of Malkav? Hilda, I'm reading. I'm learning history, Hilda. The children of Malkav took advantage of the turmoil and seized power in 1825. Okay, so a bit of a... Quentin King III became Prince of the City until his death in 2014, having supposedly given into the Beckoning. The Beckoning is something that happens to elder vampires when they feel the call to go fight in a strange war in the East. Okay. Quentin King had to contend with the machinations of the Sabbat, the powerful Giovanni in Boston, and the British settlers who vied for his position. More than a century of secret alliances were forged to pit one group against the other, and eventually defeat them by tearing each other apart. The prince kept the Sabbat horde at bay, in part by accepting the British support of William Biltmore, A number of American vampires who were unhappy with the British presence created the Kindred of Liberty to oppose colonization. In Hartford and New Haven, resistance was organized under the name the Gemini League. The Beckoning freed the city from the British influence, as well as the control of the children of Malkav, but perhaps the fact that London had not been responding for several years was the reason for the British withdrawal. In any case, Miss Havel Iverson, a member of the Kindred of Liberty, naturally arose to the head of the domain, restoring Boston to its former glory, long tarnished by her predecessor's collaboration with London. Ah, so we don't like too much British influence.
First Inquisition. How morbid.
Got some news on the first. Thaumaturgy, yeah, it's blood magic. Only the Tremere know it, and it's the cause of most of the problems in the world of darkness.
And now?
What we got here?
Notes from the Convention of Thorns.
Oh, the Convention of Thorns is where the Camarilla was formally founded.
A book about alchemy? That's a weird thing to keep.
Some Tremere shenanigans. On the London court. Based on the most recent information available, we can draw the following conclusions. Though no official census was ever attempted, at the turn of the millennium it was commonly believed there were more than 200 vampires living in the greater London area. City's massive size made it relatively easy for newcomers to come and seek their fortune while hiding from the court. As a deterrent, kindred who were not registered with the London court were considered to be fair game for the Scourge and other bounty hunters who could practice diablerie. The process of diablerie, the process of drinking another vampire's blood and their entire soul, subsuming their entire personality. The biggest crime that you can do in vampire society is commit diablerie. This practice often deterred newcomers as it had come to involve even the upper echelons of the London Camarilla. Indeed, Queen Anne herself was a practitioner of diablerie, and for a long time she took every opportunity to claim the blood of undesirables. In 2008, mortals reported an uptick in forensic anomalies, including bodies that temporarily appeared dead. At the same time, the same report was made by a team in charge of a human trafficking case. Thus, these new anatomical suspects are referred to as the infected. It is believed today that this information, which is the most recent in our possession, has been cross-checked by several structures in the country, but must not have been taken seriously by Queen Anne. London fell the following year, as did Vienna. Nothing more was heard of them overnight. There are no kindred left to tell us what happened. Communication have been cut off since then, as they are too risky. The story of the fall of London gives us hope that mortals believe they have finished us off. Until then, the Camarilla must build an even stronger and more robust masquerade. In diablerie, would the taking of multiple souls and living with them drive someone mad? Yes. Unequivocally, yes. In game mechanics terms, there is always the risk in diablerie of...
I was outside instead of being cooped up in here.
If you try to drink the soul of another vampire who's more powerful than you, or who is more sure of who they are,
did Hazel want with
they might take control.
She asked me to go and fetch Journey.
Ah.
So, you think this is gonna get ugly too?
How is Hazel?
She asked a lot of questions.
I don't know. I
She's a
can't get a
little
read on
paranoid.
Hazel.
She's losing her grip. Be careful.
Why are you telling me this?
This is the first time you've ever been involved in a court intrigue. Up until this instant, I've handled things for you.
And that was fine by me.
If the prince is under pressure, choose your words carefully.
I hate the court. I've gotta go. I've got stuff to do.
Be careful.
You can't hate the court, ma'am. That's the game.
Why is she keeping us at arm's length like this? What's she doing?
All right, let's see. Aspects. Yeah. We gotta go to Jara's apartment. No return action. Cool, so it does tell you beforehand, like, hey, just in case you want to keep exploring. Right, so like that door's locked. Let's see if there's anything else over here.
It looks like one of Richard's Rorschach tests. In green.
Huh.
Even with the color, I still see the same things always. Blood.
Where'd you come from? Just been looking at the painting this entire time? Great, 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 great. There's Dijon's apartment.
The door is locked.
I don't have the willpower to pick it. I see the same thing as always, no matter the color. Naked people. Yeah, man, I don't know. Those Rorschach tests never worked on me, right? Like, you know, like, oh, look at this thing, and then interpolate your own level of meaning, you know, based on these symmetrical patterns. Ooh, and I'm just like, dude, why do you keep showing me pictures of my parents having sex? Those shoes look really uncomfortable. It looks like she is not having a good time walking around. Now, what sort of cruel gift is it to give a Nosferatu like, hey, I had this painting commissioned of you?
You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
Shit, Mem. It's a fucking nightmare. The code red.
Yeah, none of them seem very comfortable.
April told me Hazel was gunning for me. She thinks I'm responsible for this shit show.
So, you're hiding in Drury's room?
I'm looking for evidence. I saw that Jara had the file on the party. It's got all the contracts and stuff in it that will prove I did my job right. But I can't find them. It was my only shot to defend myself against her.
Hey, slow down. It's gonna be alright. They don't have anything on you, do they?
No, of course not. I did everything right, Mem. I was the one who rented the place. Same as always. Rooftop, away from prying eyes. I met with Richard to organize the vessels. I arranged for limos to be sent for the Hartford Chantry. I went through the same secure limo agency as usual. They're ours, so there's no risk. What the hell could have gone wrong?
I don't know. But there's no time to think about it. Hazel wants to see you.
And she asked you?
Alright, guys. Do we follow the power structure, or do we tell our friend that she should slip out? Rob, what do you think? Take her to the prince, or she should run? Dun 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 dun. I'll wait for the stream to catch up. Run!
Listen, honestly, you'd better get out of here.
I don't want to be a part of this court anyway.
What are you talking about?
In a confrontation, you must fight to convince the other person. Okay, let's go.
I can't just run away. Do you know something I don't?
The court's gonna pressure Hazel. You can make her think I have evidence against her. There's a lot of talk going on behind her back.
Hazel feels threatened. And rightfully so. If her court senses she's weak, they'll press the advantage. Do you know how that will end?
It's just another day at the races, Mem. Hazel doesn't show up from the rooftops, but I can assure you, she's knee-deep in it every day. Still, she calls the shots. She can take the pressure.
Jay, you should listen to me.
I know the court better than you do.
Let's say Hazel doesn't want to hurt you. Others could change her mind.
Who would? Honestly, who would stand to gain something from my death?
Beryl Underwood is a jerk, but I don't know. Hilda wouldn't either. Let's go with Beryl. We don't like him.
I wouldn't be surprised if Beryl tried to use you to hurt the prince.
Nonsense. We've never had any issues.
He's not interested in you. It's the prince he'd see a chance to weaken.
Oof.
I've worked for him several times. I can assure you that it would be very unwise to come after me. No, Beryl's not a threat. Hazel's really not the type to be influenced by anyone. I get why you don't think so, but she's the one who decides in the end, and I trust her no matter what. If I run, people will think I'm guilty and that I want to leave the Camarilla. But you can't leave the Camarilla.
Yes, we can. I know people who can help you. Anarchs. Don't underestimate them. They've held out.
Yeah, maybe we should have taken her to court, but I like the idea that Mem has a little bit of anarch leanings as well.
Happen to you if you stay here.
But if I leave, they'll call for a blood hunt.
Man, I don't.
If you stay, you won't make it through the night. Listen to me, damn it!
You don't know that. I can't just drop
Womp.
everything like that.
Well, we got our friend killed. She made her choice. I am somewhat confused, like...
You have to believe me about the Anarchs. I know their leader, Saul. I've seen her help people in situations like yours.
I don't know, it seems like the deck is maybe stacked against me for this encounter.
And be destroyed?
Oh, hey, we won.
Saul can help you.
Desperation
You
won.
can do this.
How do I go about this? Where do I go?
I'll go back to see the prince. That'll buy you some time. Don't waste a second. Don't go back to your office. You have to disappear right now.
But what about you? What are you going to say? You're risking everything for me.
Don't worry. Hazel has nothing on me. You're going to the Anarchs. I'm going to contact Saul.
I'm not gonna say
She'll
shit.
come and get you at the club in Roxbury.
Is it just me, or is this not the first time you've done this?
I don't think we've got time for that.
You're right. We're doing this.
Hey. It's baseball rules. You get 3 swings. Let's make Leisha an investigator. Yeah. I can do my heightened senses. I want to get more aspects on her, and then dominate. I can do compel. Cool. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to read in this. Yes. Do it. Great.
Leisha, it's good to see you.
Be good, sweetie.
How was your reunion with Halsey?
Thank you, Hazel. Your gift was wonderful. You shouldn't have troubled.
You're welcome. We should never have kept you apart for this long.
You think the game devs kind of do this thing like, Kids just like to stand there and spin in circles, right?
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Better and better since I got my little sugar fangs back.
Wonderful.
Sugar
I
fangs?
haven't seen Richard yet. Does he know I've been released from the Institute?
No. I'm
Yeah,
the prince.
kids love
It
to
was
do
my
like
decision.
a quick little
He is your
720
psychiatrist.
spin.
But you don't need his permission for everything.
He wasn't at the party,
Kids
was
like
he?
to T-pose,
I'm
right?
searching for everyone who's still missing. Don't worry about him.
Thank you.
Leisha, I know I can be frank with you. For 4 years,
I prefer that
I
you
have
be
been
Prince
working to
Iverson.
heal the city's
Ayo!
wounds. You've already helped me avoid traps in the past. You're not like the other children of Malkav. Quentin King knew that.
You're one of the good
nagging.
ones.
I remember, yeah.
I had you released from the Institute because your premonitions are the most detailed, the most accurate. I wanted them to help me understand the
The
chances
sexiest premonitions. Just, you know,
But this alert
really
changes
kind of
everything.
hot.
I need to understand what's just happened. Did you sense anything, possibly about what happened tonight?
I don't know what to do here. Can I lie to her? Yes, but it's got nothing to do with it. I just get such tasty premonitions.
I saw images, but they had nothing to do with this party. It didn't make any sense. It was a long, white hallway.
It's a little early for sure, but it's a good start.
I'm sorry, I can't be of more help.
Don't be sorry. There's something else you can do for me. Your discretion can still be of use to me.
Go get
I
a
need to be
different
sure
haircut.
that none of the members of my council are going to take advantage of the situation.
You don't trust them?
They gave me a little timer on these. That's
you and
sneaky.
Delson are the only two people I trust entirely. The members of the council have their council lodgings here. It gives them the impression that they have power, and it means I can keep an eye on them. I'm going to give you the key. Go and see if you find anything that could make me doubt their loyalty. Anything that might make me think there's something in the works.
All right.
Miss Drury burned the midnight oil to make sure this event was secret. I imagine there might be some evidence in the information she gathered. I need it.
Dun dun dun.
Consider it done.
You've never disappointed me, Leisha. Please don't start today. Until then, I hope to have found more information. But above all, don't share what we've discussed with anyone. I don't need more gossip.
Can I take Halsey with me?
Of course.
All right then. I'll be right back.
You mean your ghost daughter that nobody else sees? Yeah, sure. Respond to the ghost daughter. Is this our obfuscate effect?
Damn it, I don't believe it.
Obfuscate is a strange power because it doesn't really make you invisible so much as it just messes with the minds of people that observe you and convince them that they didn't. Oh, premonition. Tasty premonition. Now let's give into it. We came here to play a game. What? I guess that's some good premonition.
That was
Trait gained. Introspective.
Mom, I'm going to Richard's to see if he has my teddy.
Okay.
Come and find me when you're done.
Let's see if Hazel was right. Did Jara leave
Yeah,
anything
that
behind?
kid's voice. He's a looker. Right? If I had a nickel every time I had a tasty introspective premonition, I'd have at least $1. Man, I'd have enough to retire something. Okay, report a child is upset. Conjugal dispute. What? Analyze reports findings. Laptop? I don't have technology for this. Let me see. Can I purchase technology? I don't have any XP. Boo. I've got deduction and education, and I have security, so I can get into mundane locks.
Oh, this thing's old. Does she still use it? Oh, this thing's old. Does she still use it?
Password is arrival. Let's just put all that back. Snatch. There we go. File on unification, inventory and consumables. Great. Gear, documents. Cool. Cool. File on the unification party plannings. File containing all the documents that prove that Journey did not neglect safety while organizing this event. So if I can get this to Journey and MM, this will help their case. Consult. Enter a security code. But the password is arrival. So when was the arrival? Alright, consult. Password arrival. When did it say that they showed up in Boston? What time is on the clock at the desk? Is looks like 8:05. Nope. Would it be 20:05? The prince wanted everybody at the party at 7:30. So that would be and 12 would be 19:30 military time. Nope. I got nothing. Yeah, that one is, if that's the 12, then that one's set to 2:05. Who knows? 21:30? Let's try 21:30. Nope. Well, you got me this time, puzzle. I'll have to find it elsewhere. Analyze reports findings. That's not it. Oh.
There are traces, but I can't break that illusion. It's much too strong.
Something's hidden there. Ooh.
There are traces, but I can't break that illusion. It's much too strong.
Oh ho ho. Alright. Let's see what else we got in here. Inspect. Jara, I would have liked to have give you this bond if you've that you've been waiting for so long, but I can't bring myself. Nothing can ever keep us apart, I promise. Okay. Okay, cool. That doesn't really help my situation, though, does it? What am I supposed to do? Find Jara drawers and tell about the party? I did that. I nailed that. I have the documents. Right? I can just leave now. Let's just bail. Look at the picture. How you doing, buddy? Well, gotta go now. Photo is the corner to the left for arrival. Photo is the corner to the left. Train arrival in the picture. Train arrival in the picture. It's not this photo, right? Because that's just the guy. No train in that. Where's the other photo that they're talking about? I imagine Rob has a walkthrough or something up that will be incredibly helpful as I stagger around this office building. Let's see. AOA. Nope, hang on a sec here, hang on. Okay, great. And... okay, photo thing, alright, And then let's find this password. Alright, so this was jar drawers in the small dining area. Okay, I see. I get what picture you're talking about. Got it. Okay. So we look at this, and then there we go. 1841. Alright, great. Now we're cooking with gas and very slowly walking towards the thing. 1841. Yes, please consult. 1841. Hey! From Caius Leto to me. Just a little helpy help. Hey man, I got no problem. I'm not trying to like speed run this game or earn any personal bests. I just want to get the story. Let's see what else they got. Caius Leto to me. Try to access my computer. Miss Story. Hazel Iverson. Someone's trying to search your computer. The order didn't come from me. It totally did. Email to Sophia. All right. Let's get a little bit nosy in the mail. You know what? While we're here, and since we still absolutely can't
but I can't break that
figure out what's in the bed yet.
It's much too strong.
Boo. Let's go mess with that Tremere guy's apartment. Why not? All right, so if there's George Rory's, let's go see what's going on with Dijon's. Nothing to see here.
Nobody here. I'm going to be able to take a look around Dijon's.
Ooh. We've got a Jasmine. Multiple horns, various noisemakers. Crab. Man brought his own lobster with him to Boston. Part of you has to admire the hustle. Guardian ravens. Equipment to cauldron. Ingredients: 1 raven. Corn. Raven droppings. Corn straw. Equipment to magnet silver bowl. Ingredients: own blood. These are all thaumaturgy rituals. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, the Tremere get weird.
Salem Gazette.
City Council has found a new home for the Sisters of Salem at the Salem Library in recognition of the organization's work in sharing and supporting our local history. While many may know the group, thanks to the annual organization of their Hallowmas and the Mighty Dead and Martyrs celebration, what's less well known is their implication with people in need throughout the rest of the year. They host newcomers to the area, troubled youth, and older citizens who are isolated. The Sisters of Salem have an extensive network of volunteers and are joined by about a dozen new members each year. The Sisters of Salem, inauguration planned for tonight at the Salem Library, by invitation only. Great. So the vampires have their hands even in mortal arcane practices and traditions.
Tarot cards. How fun. The Emperor, the Chariot, Temperance. Easy. Dijon is thinking about taking a trip.
Who isn't? Yoink! A Polaroid photo. Wow! Effects restores 5 willpower. Oh, that's actually really useful. I wish I had that on that.
New Orleans. This is definitely Dijon's place.
It's a dead bird on the, Let's go on ahead and study that animal.
He must have done a warlock ritual.
Yeah?
He must have done a warlock ritual.
Well, I mean, you caught him, Laisha.
A bird. Dead.
You want to figure out anything about what that ritual done did? Oh, here we go. Pierce obfuscate.
What have we here?
My dear sisters, I hope this letter will reach you quickly. Things are critical here. It appears we've been the target of a major incident. A code red has been issued, and we have not heard from those who have already gone to the party our prince had organized for the unification. This could be in our favor, because it's possible that the Hartford Chantry is behind it. Although I have faithfully served my prince's interest while negotiating this treaty, these new suspicions could serve our interest in relation to a potential alliance between Boston and Salem. Rest assured that... Oh, the sneaky Tremere.
That'll be enough for Hazel to make up her mind about him.
I feel like I should editorial note that I should offer everyone. I hate the Tremere a lot, so it's hard for me to feel sympathetic with them.
Huh. It's from an animal. And it's still fresh.
It's from the bird.
This knife has blood on it.
Looking good, Leisha. You're looking great. Alright. Yes. That is the one. Can I focus? I cannot focus education. Is there anything else that I need to do here? I guess I've already, because we've already leafed through the thing. We did all the tarot cards. We found our note, and I assume that we have that information and can take that back. Because there was no prompt for me to grab it. Yeah, let's get out of here. Honestly, Dijon going through his apartment, that's the first, like, necromancer that I've ever been like, hey, you're okay. You know, you're alright. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? No, this one's still locked. Is it back around this way? Yeah, that's an imposing and ominous looking door. Let's go. I've got a key. Ooh. We're on the upper rungs, the echelon.
Hazel told me to keep a low profile here. This area is reserved for the prince and her primogen.
So what's that supposed to mean to me?
Shit. Hilda's in her office. She's going to see me.
Mask of Stealth. Hey! Necromancers as corpse. I'm gonna secure. Let me get my corpse jockeys. I love it. Alright, unseen passage allows me to move without being seen. I can't physically interact with the environment. However, I may still read a document or examine an object. And it activates automatically if I go to a naughty zone. Alright. Barrel, you cheeky fuck. What do you got, Underwood? Mr. Iverson is honored to invite you to the Grand Unification Party of the Hartford Chantry, September 4th, 11 p.m. at Wonder National Place, Boston. Anything else I can sneakily read around you, or I can't talk to you, don't want to anyway. Gonna wash my face. Gonna use all your towels. Gonna turn on your TV and put candies in your suit coat pockets.
The speculative news from... Oh, he's about as fun as his reading material.
He's an economist. Take a quick shower. Rub your ass with my soap.
I shouldn't get too close. She might be able to sense me.
Why did you come back? Why? Other than to show that you're doing just fine on your own.
She's obsessed.
Everything I've done for you. Mem.
Hilda's more concerned with the man than she is with Hazel. I hope she'll be happy to hear that.
I don't think anybody in this relationship is going to be happy. We would like to confirm that the engraving of the Battle of the Plains has arrived intact to our great satisfaction. The acquisition also makes us confident that our future transactions will be fruitful. We are most appreciative. Art is a great way to launder money. Okay, so I can't open that. Can I consult? Doesn't look like. Cannot interact with the environment. Only sneakily read notes. Okay. That is a seems like a highly impractical tub. I would not feel comfortable in that tub. She's putting a lot of runes. Oh, okay. The H in Hilda is her. It's her little sign there. Oh, Hilda. Hilda. It's the Salome and the Death of John the Baptist. It's a Christian Minecraft server. Love stories. I think it's actually a book that I think I've seen. It might be Post Malone. I don't know. You can never tell. There's Mike Stoklasa from Red Letter Media. It's decent enough portraiture. Anyway, let's blow this pub stand. Beryl Underwood. Vampire the Masquerade, the action-packed game of walking slowly and manipulating people socially.
Richard's apartment.
Ooh,
He
atmospheric.
didn't change a thing, as usual.
Alright. I hear Halsey walking around. I still don't trust that kid is real. As instructed, I prepared the donors you listed for the unification party. They will be ready for you to pick up at 9 p.m. at the Red Salon.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
Kid, with your lisp,
I see guilt.
I swear to God.
Richard often asked me. I see guilt.
Oh.
Richard often asked me.
Search the duffel bag on his coffee table. Alright, let's poke around this guy's desk. Yoink!
No, he's not there.
Unknown origin, 13 members of the court caught in a sudden collective panic for several minutes. Quentin King, our prince, called for an investigation. Closed without any conclusive findings in 1988 after the prescribed 10 years of investigation. So at some point in 1978, things went wacky. And that happens every so often.
Mr. Teddy.
Huh.
No, he's not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
Kid, I swear to God. Analyze system.
Nothing. Ugh. It's true that he always saves everything on old media.
Oh ho ho. So if I find some kind of floppy disk, then I can insert a floppy disk. Consult. Please insert storage medium. I ain't got no storage medium.
Mr. Teddy.
Yeah, kid, I'll find it.
How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair for my therapy session?
So, did you find your Teddy?
No, not yet. I'm not sure he's here. What about you? Did you finish your job for the prince?
No. I haven't learned anything about this party yet. You wait for me here while I look around a little more, okay?
Okay, Mom.
I do not trust that kid. Masks. You gotta love them. This looks great. You gotta love it. Close that. Already did that. Close that. No discs around that I can see. Okay. That tub is no more practical than the last one. Oh, search.
Maybe I'll find a way to read it.
I got a floppy disk. Just like the old school point and click adventures. Gamer brain goes burr. Let's just pop this in here.
No, he's not there.
Only Richard would still use that.
Consult? As per your request, Mr. Underwood came to the Red Salon. Yes, chaise lounge for lounging while someone bothers.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
As per your request, Mr. Underwood came to the Red Salon to carry out a review in view of the collaboration with the Hartford Tremere. We can confirm our production can triple if we expand operations to our basement. Wise to create a reserve and allocate only 1/3 of our production to Hartford. We'll also provide a temperature-controlled storage for this purpose. As for your own practical questions, please do not include the formulas I've been able to work out in your dealings. Mr. Underwood also feels that we need to keep them secret in order to keep the advantage of this agreement. We both feel that convincing them to send Tremere to Boston to perform the blood stabilization tests would be a better alternative. As for an industrial production of more than 400 units per week, I prefer to err on the side of caution. I am able to produce everything alone in my laboratory. Aiming for more at the start would require a move and would surely get us noticed by our suppliers of raw materials. I hope to have provided you with the missing information for your discussion on this agreement, which, in addition to a giant step forward that will make it impossible for science, will undoubtedly be the dawn of a new Boston under your reign. Sincerely yours, Dr. Dunham.
Mr. Teddy.
And, let's see. If there's some kind of hidden message or something in this, I'm too fried to catch it. So
He must be hiding somewhere else.
if I were running a vampire game, and I will soon be running a vampire game, this would be the perfect place to like start hiding stuff in letters, secret codexes.
Richard must have had a breakthrough. If Hazel's interested in it.
So Richard had a breakthrough. Hazel was trying to jump on that. Kid, you find the Teddy?
Almost done.
Not yet, sweetie. As soon as I find something, we'll go.
Well, dang, Laisha, what else you got? Alright, like... Yowza.
No, he's not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
Anything else that I'm missing? And where is this bear? What's this ominous room?
Ugh, impossible. It's locked.
I have keys. What am I doing? Alright, I can just walk in. Hilda's doing her thing.
Restricted access means nothing to you, I see.
Hey,
Make
buddy.
yourself at home. Don't mind me. How am I not surprised?
What doesn't surprise you?
For you to turn up at a time like this.
The prince had me released.
Yeah, man. So it's what I do. What's up?
I'm guessing she sent you to spy on the council.
You know what? No, we still can't, we still can't really do it, so...
What do you mean?
Tell me, do you remember the last time she pulled you out of your musty hole?
It's just
My
that...
hole's not musty.
Do you? You're still having those
My
little
holes are
memory
clean.
issues, it seems. And I suppose Halsey's here too.
Of course she is.
The more the merrier.
Oh, yeah, that kid's not real.
Otherwise...
Why don't you go out and play in the sun? And let me get back to work.
Work? With
Well, he's a
everything that's going
charmer.
on.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna go grab a drink, and when we come back, more vampire spookiness. Either way, we got brushed off. Yeah, we're okay.
Hazel's gonna be disappointed.
Yeah. All right. Walk. We're going to grab a drink, and then I'll get back. We're going to go look for more more fun stuff. But first, let's quench our thirst. Back in a flash. We got our drinks. We got our brains. What else we got? We got a long, slow walk. It's mostly at drinks and brains. All right, stealth. Let's go back to Dr. Richard's office to look at things with Auspex. Oh my God, Laisha, can you please run? Where was Durham's stuff? Right, that was Dijon's. No, this is Richard's. Yeah. Richard, my buddy.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair for my therapy sessions? How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair for my therapy sessions?
Yes, and then this is good. That's the guilt.
Guilt. Richard often asked me.
Wub, 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 wub. Alright, okay, we saw the floppy disk.
No, he's not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
I think we have now pretty much done.
Are you almost done?
Not yet, sweetie. As soon as I find something, we'll go.
But what else do I need? Find Jara Rory's intel about the party. And I did that. Like, I have the file on the unification party planning. So I should be good, right? Like, I can just leave. Yeah. There's Dijon's room. There's the painting. That one I don't have the key for. Right, there's Jar's room. We did all that. We did that with the note and all that and that. Great. Yeah, let's go back and talk to Hazel. We have proof. Journey did nothing wrong.
Oh, shit. Locked from the other side.
Oh, where the hell am I supposed to go then? You know I have no sense of direction. Let me in. You there, men's. Let me through.
I can't let you through.
You could. You chose not to. Oh, come on, game. Rob, is there something that I'm missing? It feels like I've pretty thoroughly explored things. Got my off-specs on. Got my obfuscate on. Barrel Underwood was a closed door because I didn't have stats high enough. No. I do not. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Boston. Nope. Codex. I guess I'd be on scene 1 with Laisha.
If I can do anything to help, let me know.
Yeah. Let me go talk to the prince. That would be a help. Let me go talk to the prince. Right, there's the Johns. That one's locked for some reason. Jara's room we already plumbed, and that one's locked for some reason. Right, so that's everything in this hall. And then in the other hall, we've got the same thing, but in red decor. Dijon, you got anything else for me? You got any other weirdness? I know I don't have Auspex that's high enough to break the thing on the other bed just yet, but...
The prince wants this floor under surveillance. I'm carrying out orders.
Sure you are, buddy. When you're ready, hand into barrels. Okay.
Go bother someone else then. Please.
Nope. I'm not good enough at talking to talk to that guy.
Enough time has been waiting.
Yep, pass. Durham. Durham, we're gonna look at your floppy disk one more time, buddy. Consult. Great, we did it.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
Only Richard would still use that.
I don't need to take the floppy disk back, right? Okay. Small imaginary child, let us go.
Are you almost done?
Not yet, sweetie. As soon as I find something,
Alright, we did the floppy
we'll go.
disk, did that. I think I've got everything else that I need now. Right, if I'm not mistaken. Now I just have to figure out how to get her out of here. Ah, vampire games. You always arrived the most finished. Return to the main office area. Yep, did that. With that done, take a look at any remote veining. Right, so the problem is when I try talking to the kid, it won't let me leave. Hey. Hey. Hey, Hilda. Hilda, do you know how to get to the prince, Hilda? Where's the prince, Hilda? I've only got these 2 offices, Hilda. Okay. I'm fairly certain I'm done. I just maybe got to go chatter with the kids some more. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We might have to end the stream and get past this one little jump because nothing like getting soft locked out of an investigative mystery game by hard to read prompts. All right, there. Aspects off. Just us. Raw dog in this office. You got anything else? You got anything else? Halsey.
Are you almost done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Not yet, sweetie. As soon as I find something, we'll go.
See, I would love to tell her like, yeah, let's bail. We found it. We got all the dirt. Let's go tell the prince.
How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair?
We
for
did
my
it.
therapy sessions?
But we did the thing. Okay. Let me go back and just double check. Okay, got the pink folder, got that, got the hidden note, mess with Auspex, we did unseen passage. Right. Did all that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're on the same one. But if the walkthrough tells me one thing and the game prompt refuses to let me do it, I don't know what to do. Right, like that's unlocked from that other side.
I can't let you through. I have orders.
I don't care about your orders. How? Vampire game, why you do this to me? Right, there's the chance. Alright, we're going to make this a short one. We're going to call this for now, and I'm going to mess around until I can figure it out. And we'll pick back up again tomorrow when I have jumped over this hurdle and we can resume our investigations. But for now, Vampire, Swansong. It's interesting. I can't say that it's good yet, but it's interesting. We'll get there. That's all we're going to do for today. Say hi to your loved ones, hug your family, be good to your friends and animals, and thanks for hanging out. We love you. Be safe. Be as positive as you can in this world. It's a dark and dreary place, and you need to make it better. So, I love you. I'll see you guys next time. Adios.